Yeah, we have this very fixed, absolute understanding of time, which is quite Newtonian. You know, Newton said that time and space were a grid, as if there was a structure in the universe, and we were moving through that. And we think of time, when you ask people how they visualize time, they usually say it's like a line, and we're kind of walking along it. But if you look at what physicists and philosophers have to say about time, it turns out that physicists really don't know what time is. And some would even say that time isn't real, it's just a construct of our minds. In fact, Einstein said time and space are modes in which we think, not conditions in which we live. So although time is useful, you know, we set a time to meet today, 1:30, and it's really helpful that I was here on time and you were here on time and our cameraman was here on time. That's useful, but it's not ultimately real. It's not really pinned to anything in the universe. So once you start realizing that, you can start playing with time. We can understand that our perceptions of time vary, so that when you're older, time seems to go more quickly. When you're bored, time goes more slowly. And now we're at this stage where we live much more in an ideas economy, you know, where what we value is creativity, not how many pieces of machinery do you produce in a certain amount of time. Now, ideas are remarkable because they don't take any time at all. You know, you can spend years preparing, but then the new idea comes in a flash. And it may not come when you're sitting at your desk from 9 to 5. It may come when you're in the shower in the morning, or when you're in the pub or walking in a garden. So ideas don't take time. So we need to start restructuring our days to play with time more, to have more creative time, to play with deadlines. You know, deadlines, a lot of people get very terrified of deadlines because it's as if we feel we're going to die when the deadline approaches. And the word deadline actually comes from a line around a prison, beyond which a prisoner, if he crossed that line, would be shot. So there is a real sense that a deadline will kill us, or we'll die when we get near the deadline. But a lot of people need a deadline, a constraint on their time, in order to create. On the other hand, some people need a lot of timelessness in order to create. You know, they need to, in order to play, I know if I want to do something really creative, I need to know that I have all the time in the world. And yet if I don't have a deadline, I might not do anything. So if we can play with time more and look at the ways that we need our time structured or not structured, I think there's a lot more room in what we call time for different ways of being.